Hey girl, let's talk about feeling low, about feeling like a failure. Feeling like a failure is more common than you think. More people experience it, especially with the constant scrolling of social media, looking at what everybody else looks like instead of focusing on who you are. This can be very hard, especially when everybody else's highlight reels feature weddings, European vacations, their best outfits, their best outings, etc. But you have to remember that social media is a carefully curated gallery for most people and not a live documentary. Let's cover 5 tips to help you detach from the perfect timeline pressure. Number 1, curate your feed, not just your post. But if you are following certain fashion creators, lifestyle creators, celebrities, and I put that in loose quotations, okay? If you're following these people and looking at their highlight reels of their best moments, what they're doing, what they're wearing, where they've been, where they eat, how much they just paid for something, etc., and this is making you feel awful, it is time to do a digital detox. Detached from that. Stop following them. Why would you keep subjecting yourself to something that is going to make you feel less than yourself? Simply replace them with creators who actually show you real life. They show you the struggles. They show you the bad days. They tell you the truth about things. How maybe their relationship isn't perfect. How maybe they have bad days. How maybe they are still at a job that they hate. Point being, they're showing you real life and they're relatable, and this will help you see that you can relate too. I don't know about you, but real recognize real. I prefer real. Number 2, start trying to introduce the 24-hour rule. As soon as you experience something, you don't need to run to social media to share that. Try to sit in things, good and bad, with yourself and enjoy it sacredly. Give yourself at least 24 hours, 48 hours, and see if you still need to post. But prior to posting, be honest with yourself and ask yourself why. Why do I need to post this? Am I looking for validation? Now, by keeping something to yourself, this allows you to start to build and get in touch with the sacred part of yourself. The more that you tap into the sacred parts of yourself, the stronger you become. And then you will feel less, and then most of the time, you will stop comparing yourself to other people. And when and if you want to go back following the people that you unfollowed to give yourself that mental break, you'll see that what they post doesn't affect you as much because you have things that are sacred to yourself. Number 3, recognize the cap in success. Everybody that is posting success on social media isn't really as successful as they seem. Now, this is not about hating or trying to look for deficiencies in other people's lives. This is just simply saying that you're seeing something, but you don't know the validity of it. You don't know the whole story. You don't know the sacrifices. And it's no point in comparing yourself and feeling bad about it because you may not even be willing to do what they did or endure what they did to get to that point. Before embracing those feelings, you need to remind yourself that you're comparing your behind the scenes moments to somebody else's final edit. Because as a creator or utilizing these platforms, we make these videos and then we have to edit them to look their best. You may see somebody who done took a fancy vacation, but what you're not seeing is the credit card debt that they accumulated from that. You may see somebody who's in a perfect relationship, but you're not knowing for a long 7 years that person was cheated on by that person over and over and over. You may see somebody with a successful business, but what you're not seeing is the 5-7 year rejections when things was moving slow and nothing was happening, but that person still had to keep persevering anyway. You see what I'm saying? You don't know the validity of someone's post, someone's story, no matter what they have on their timeline, no matter how long you've been following them. Get in touch with your own life. Focus on your life and stop worrying about having to put things out. Who were you before social media was created? Number 4, set your own value scale. All of those likes and comments and congratulations, all of that is cool, all of that is nice. However, if that is required by you to feel good about your accomplishments, you need to spend more time on congratulating yourself and making that a priority. Create your own personal list of goals. Things that you would never post on social media. Just a list that's just for you. And start taking steps to work towards that. And then scratching it off. Then celebrate yourself in some small way that's personal for you. Whether you take yourself out to dinner, whether you take a day off from work, or have a staycation somewhere away from the kids, whatever. Just make sure you celebrate each accomplishment from that list. By the time you get to the bottom of that list and everything is scratched off and you have celebrated yourself, you will not feel the need for other people to validate you. Now, nobody is saying before all y'all go, everybody yes, everybody does like to hear good things from other people about what they do and be celebrated by other people. Nothing is wrong with that. However, when a celebration can't happen unless somebody else initiates it, that means you're not spending enough time appreciating your own accomplishments and experiencing and enjoying your own experiences. Number 5, just stop faking. Stop faking. Stop feeling like your timeline has to look like other people's timeline, because it does not. And start documenting. You only get one life. So if you're going to put things out and share them, and I'm talking about personal things. I'm not talking about promotion of, businesses and things like that. I'm talking about personal things. If you're going to put things out to share them, that is fine. But what are you putting out for yourself, for your family, for your children to see about your life? The people in your life that actually matter. What are you putting out? Are you putting it out to just seem like you're one up on people, that you're keeping up with the Joneses when you ain't never met the Joneses? Or, that you are in the know, that you done been to this place and they haven't? I mean, you really got to ask yourself that. And then ask yourself, why are you absorbing so much time and so much energy and investing in documenting your life for other people? Are you making valid content that your children can actually reflect back on and see the experiences that you have had? Maybe garner, family history. Things that are more important and that will matter. Just think about that. Those are 5 tips that can take the pressure off competing with other people's timelines, where you don't have to feel like a failure. You don't have to feel bad. You don't have to become depressed or any of those negative connotations that come with people comparing themselves to other people. In the meantime, stay glitzed.